Well, hey, everybody. Thanks again for joining me. This is another Changing Lives webcast. My name is Don Clayton. I'm the Chief Talent Officer here at FranServe. We are the world's largest franchise consulting and expansion organization. On this webcast, I like to interview a lot of our top franchise consultants here at FranServe. And today, I have a very special guest, Dr. Darrel Swift, certified franchise consultant with FranServe, with franchise advisors out of San Francisco, California. Dr. Swift, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. Nice to chat with you and try to show some benefits that I see for franchise consulting.
Absolutely, my friend. Well, thank you so much. Recently, Dr. Swift, you put a lot of things out on social media, and one of the things recently that you put out kind of hit at home here for me, and I know it does for you because you are a family of educators, and
Absolutely.
I have a daughter who is a senior at university, learning how to become a high school teacher, an English teacher, literature teacher. And one of the things I know about teaching in the profession is that teachers, they plan, they motivate, they adapt, they inspire. And you recently put up a column about just that. And you talked about the parallels between teaching, between being a franchise consultant, working with candidates, and the parallels of teaching, the teaching profession, and the franchise community in general.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about, first of all, what sparked you to post that? And second of all, what do you think are the major parallels between teaching and the franchise industry?
Well, to start off with, like you mentioned, I'm a family of educators. My grandmother was a school principal and English teacher. My mother was a school teacher. Even my oldest daughter is a second grade school teacher. I have a lot of cousins, a lot of nephews and nieces. So teaching education is something very strong with me. Even though I didn't get into that field, I love mentoring. I love coaching. In my uh, time as an executive, I spent a lot of time mentoring and coaching and helping people. So that's very strong for me. Um, I feel like teachers do more than teach. They, like you mentioned, they do planning, they do helping inspire the uh, students to do better. I believe that the passion that comes for teaching comes probably more originates from the actual thirst for knowledge. We all like to see, always like to learn, and people who like to learn, it's kind of like the next step is, okay, now I want to help somebody else. I want to teach somebody else. I want to foster that learning in my um, students. And also, we also learn as instructors or educators how this positively impacts society as a whole. I remember my grandmother saying that a lot often. I want to have a purpose, have a benefit to society, and help people become better. So that's kind of how I feel.
In
That
as a franchise consultant, Darrel, you have a lot of insight into the franchise community.
Yes,
As an educator, we can look at the franchise community and see that a franchisor's job is to educate the franchisee. The franchise consultant's job, your job, is to educate the potential investor to become a franchisee. A
right.
franchisor, they teach a plan, an actual plan, a model, and they teach
Right.
that to their franchisees. The franchisee then takes their passion to the community in which
Absolutely.
they serve to inspire others.
Right.
And so, no day is the same as an educator. No day is the same as a franchise consultant. No day is the same as a franchisee. Talk to us a little bit about how, as a consultant, candidates lean on you for support. And as a franchisee, the franchisee leans on the franchisor for support. And as a student, the student leans on the teacher for support. There are just so many parallels to this.
Right. Well, a lot of it is our our expertise, because that's another thing that an instructor or educator is going to have a passion for is because it's their ability. They love math, they love music, they love whatever the topic is. So they become an educator in that often. Same thing with mentoring and coaching people as a franchise consultant. We learn what the topic is about a franchise, the benefits of being a franchise owner. As myself, I am also a franchise owner, so I can understand that. So that helps me educate the potential franchisee that, hey, there's some tremendous benefits, and I have a lot of excitement for it, which will be expressed, and the candidate will see that and say, hey, this person actually believes in what he's saying. It's not fake. I'm not a salesman. I'm
Yeah.
not going to
It's
try to sell you
credibility.
on
You've
something.
done it. You're doing it. It's all credibility. It adds to
Right.
your credibility factor.
So
And,
that's just how I feel it is. It's we teach them to have a purpose, some drive to be a better person, better in the community, like you say. Then it transfers from them as the franchisee to their customers and the business that they have.
a lot of times we see as consultants and at FranServe, we see in the communities in which we serve all over the world, we come across educators in academia, whether they are higher education level, college, university level, or whether they are elementary, high school, or middle school level. The point is that oftentimes teachers, they may have off a couple of months out of the year, or perhaps they have some extra free time here or there, or perhaps they've retired early, say early 40s, and they're looking for their next opportunity. Talk to us about why teachers, you also mentioned this in your post, why teachers in academia can make for really good franchisees. And, we have so many different options out there, but a lot of our teachers really enjoy the different models that we have related to, say, tutoring, enrichment programs,
Right.
coding for kids, STEM education, fitness programs. So many opportunities out there where teachers can take their passion, their structure, mindset, communication, the communicative skills that they have, their purpose in life, and take those skill sets and put them into a franchise model.
Right. Well, and the thing is too is teachers never stop teaching. If you're an educator, you're never going to stop that. It's just what you are. You love that. So as your franchise business, you're going to love that, which is why they do real well in other child services, whether it's education or even sports for children, anything that's like a knowledge and helping and teaching, educating a child in whatever the function is. But it can also translate to other franchises that don't necessarily are related to children or education, because it's still focusing on trying to help. Like, for instance, my wife and I, we have a Pilates franchise. We love the ability to help people. I mean, people are becoming healthier, their bodies are becoming healthier, they're thinking out of the box in terms of how, wow, I never thought of this. So it's still that same mindset of helping and educating, whether it's school type education or knowledge of how to be a healthier person. So
I
it
mean,
kind of is all interlinked.
you've said it perfectly, honestly. And there's so much more on the table that we could talk about, but our time has run out. But here's the thing. You provide such an invaluable service to candidates all over the world who are looking to go into franchising. I'm sure there's got to be somebody out there today watching this, whether it's from the Franchise Dictionary magazine or the franserve.com website, or maybe somewhere else that's posted YouTube. And they're like, I want to talk to this guy because I'm a teacher and I'm
Absolutely.
looking for what I'm going to do next. And
Right.
and if that's the case, what's the best way for someone to get in touch with you?
Well, you can either go through my website, Franchise Advisors, just search franchiseadvisors.com, and or but my email address is real easy. Email drswiftconsulting@gmail.com is an easy way to do it. It's Dr. Swift Consulting, all one word. That's an easy way to get a hold of me. And you can set a time on my calendar. I have a Calendly. I use Calendly, so it's easy to schedule a time, and I'm more than welcome to help anybody with any of their questions, uh, whether to help them become a franchise owner, business owner, or help them guide them in whether, hey, this is not for me. But one way or the other, I'm here to help them.
And that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today, Dr. Swift. It's always a pleasure. Listen, I'm Don Clayton, Chief Talent Officer here at FranServe. If you have any questions for me or would like to get in touch with me, you can always reach me at connect@franserve.com. That's connect@franserve.com. Hey, Dr.
Thank
Darrel
you, Don.
Swift, thanks again for joining me today, my friend. I will talk to you again real soon. And you take care of yourself. And for everybody else out there, please, by all means, if you have any questions or would like to learn more about owning your own franchise business model in your community, reach out to Dr. Swift. That's Dr. Swift Consulting at, is it Gmail?
Gmail.
At gmail.com. All one
Thank you,
word.
Don.
You're welcome. Thank you. Take care.
Take care.